Thank you, Presiding Officer. I've worked closely with Kate Forbes on the financial support for individuals and businesses. I have to say she's very good at listening and responding. In fact, she listened so carefully to Richard Leonard and myself when we proposed a bonus for health and social care workers that she found the money for it. So I hope that listening carries on today as well. Because we know that when she says she has no money left, what she means is she can find £180 million when the First Minister needs to make a speech to conference. So I'm sure she'll forgive us when we're a little bit sceptical when she pleads poverty once again. I'm pleased the Government has responded to the concerns about the effectiveness of the self-isolation payments. I hope that the changes will result in a higher success rate than 24%. I also hope that those who require to self-isolate in advance of a hospital appointment can claim from the fund in future as well. The Minister needs to work to simplify the business grant application process. I think it's become over-complex, very short timescales, but also the teams handling the claims are very short-staffed as well. And I know councils are in large part responsible for that, but I hope she works with local authorities to make those improvements. But my main requests cover three areas today. Firstly is quite a niche area. I might think of travel agents, both outward and inward bound. They include golf tourism, which is very important to my constituency. It attracts customers from the USA and all across the globe to play on the world's best golf courses. They also include travel agents who send local people to far-flung parts of the world. Almost all their business went overnight in March, but these companies weren't able to furlough their staff because those staff had to dedicate their time to getting the customers' money back from all the holidays that had been cancelled. So they have been running on empty for months. And despite getting some business rate grants earlier on this year, many of them don't actually have shops or offices, they've been losing money every single day whilst paying their staff. Now, I know there's been discussions between ministers and the sector, but I hope the Minister might be able to update us later on in our summing up. Secondly, is probably another niche area, is taxi drivers, which I know is something that Richard Leonard has also raised as well. And the new council discretionary fund is only available in level 4 areas. In level 3 areas, their work is significantly affected by the restrictions, so they are struggling to keep afloat. Certainly, yeah. Kate Forbes.
Just to make the point that the discretionary funding is available to all local authorities, not just those in level 4.
Well, that is excellent news. I'm glad that's changed as a result of my contribution this afternoon. I'll take all the credit for that. But it's good news that that happens. But I hope the taxi firms do get the support that they require, because they are really struggling. And I hope we get similar movement on the next point that I'm going to raise. And this is probably the most substantial one, which is tourism businesses that are affected by the restrictions within a council area, but also the travel restrictions between them. B&Bs, guest houses and self-catering businesses in level 3 areas cannot accept bookings for anyone outside their council area, and they are also restricted by the indoor visiting rule within their council area. Yet they're not entitled to access the hardship or the business closure funds. So take Hawkswood in my constituency. It's a self-catering properties take up to 10 people. They're not going to find many families that can fill a property with 10 people. But they're in a level 3 area, they can't get support, they can't get financial support, but so therefore they are struggling. And I hope we get some movement from the government in that area as well, so that, because they're affected in multiple ways by multiple restrictions, but the government is not there to support them when they need it. So I hope the Minister will be able to sum up in those quite important areas for my constituency and many others in their final contribution. Thank you.